What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the driver compartment of my 1971 Plymouth Duster. Doing a little testing of things. Starting with the fuel pump. We've got some fuel in the tank. Wow. Okay, this gauge, I'm not so sure it's correct, but we've got to set a baseline, and of course my accelerator pumps are still leaking. I took them apart and tried to refresh them a little bit until I get my new ones. We're going to turn that off for the time being. If that gauge was accurate, then we were definitely pushing past the needle and seat. Does appear that that's what happened, but it filled the bowls as it were. We might need to put a new gauge on it. Definitely got some adjusting to do there. Was hoping to fire it up for a few minutes and let it run, warm it up, set some adjustments on the carburetor, set some timing. See if we can light a fire in this thing. I'm gonna turn that just a little bit since I know we were not quite there before. See what happens. Sorry about that. You fell quite a ways. By little on this car. How's it look with the 2810.5s? It is noticeable. My goodness, is it noticeable. These are the 2911.5s that were on it. In fact, they're 29.511.5s. So yeah, there's a little bit less footprint, but I kind of wanted to do 2810.5 stuff. Man, I got to get back there and clean that. Little by little though, piece by piece. Rollover valve, I got to throw that in. Yep, that's right, I never had one in it before. Crazy, huh? We've got also some accelerator pump diaphragms we've got to put in. I had to switch out the fuel pressure gauge on this. The one that was on it stopped working. And interestingly enough, the one on my Dart stopped working as well. So I'm running short on working fuel pressure gauges. I'm going to go ahead and pop these bowls back off, and I'll go ahead and get those installed. So I ran the pump for a minute. Front accelerator pump is dry, but we are not dry back here. So the question is where is that coming from? So we're still not ready to do anything with this thing. One thing after another. But the needle and seats are holding, that was good. The other thing is, I don't know if this regulator's bad. This gauge should be good. The last time I ran things, I put this gauge on because the one that was on it was hardly registering. And no matter what I did on that regulator, couldn't get anything. I couldn't get any movement at all on that gauge. The more we mess around, the more we know we're probably not taking two to Sikeston. And that is sad, but it is what it is. I'm kind of thinking gearing up to, after Sikeston, steal the good stuff off of that car, the Dart, the carburetor, the trans shield, put it on this car, and then we'll go take it out for its first burn. We'll have to see how that goes. If anyone's got a really good deal on a 1050 Dominator, though, I may be in the market. We do know these fuel gauges go bad. We do know these regulators go bad. But it's pumping fuel. We definitely have fuel up here. Too bad we're... Oh, that could be a problem. How did that... Looks like that got stuck back there. Alright, I'm gonna fudge with that a little bit. To be fair, this carburetor has sat around for a long time, but it does not appear those diaphragms, at least the back one, fixed that issue. But the other thing is this back accelerator pump manages to wedge itself. That's not cool. I'm gonna have to probably grind on something. Full throttle. We're wedging that back accelerator pump. So I gotta see if I can adjust that a little bit. I mean, it's not a total mystery carb, but it is a little bit of a mystery carb. It's had some work done to it over the years. Something's gotta give. We need to take a step back. I need to take this carburetor off again, and I think do a little playing around with it. I hear a kitty. Come and help me, kitty. I gotta figure this out. I've been really wanting to drive this car. And a silly little thing as a gas leak from an accelerator pump is definitely enough to not drive it, in my opinion. So we're going to take a step back. I've got about 2 weeks to the day of this filming before I leave. I think I'm about to make the call. Only one to Sikeston. I was really hoping. I mean, I wanted to get some hits on the road on this thing. Take it to Mexico. What's up, kitty? This car sat for several years with the components in it, not the carb. The carb was sitting for several years in my garage, but the entire fuel system sat without fuel in it for years. So who knows if this regulator is good? It's probably not. So I'm probably going to borrow this fuel pressure gauge and put it on the Dart since the Dart's stopped working. I at least got to know if I got to buy a regulator for that car. And once we get back from Sikeston, we'll put a rush job on this to see if we can't figure out how to get to the track within a week or two after that. Sound like a good plan? No comment, apparently. This is a tough one. I've had the car in my possession now for a few months, and I really, really wanted to try and debut it in Sikeston. So yeah, that's a little depressing. I'm just running out of time, running out of parts. When I've got a couple little things on the Dart that I've got to do just to make sure it's ready. Got to make sure the truck is ready to go. Got to make sure the trailer itself is ready to go. I'm probably going to have to put some grease in the bearings. At least check them, right? That's a long way to go. Make sure my spare tire is good. Make sure my tires are good. Lots going on. Rest assured, though, you will see this car in action on the channel. And I won't make promises as to when, but it will happen. And after the No Name Nationals, we will put some pressure on ourselves to get this thing rocking and rolling. Thanks for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next one.